Trash hour.
We don't call it. Dave calls it trash hour.
I call him like I see him.
You know, somebody the other day, who was it? Oh, Ricky. He came in. He's like, "What?" I was listening to like Litter Time or whatever.
Yeah, he had a new version.
Name, he was like, "Yeah, what do you call it? Like Dump Time?" Or it's like, "No, it's not Dump Time."
Yeah, what is it? The county dump?
County
no,
dump. It's not the county
All
dump.
those were in the running.
It's garbage time because the NFL calls it garbage time late in the fourth quarter when they don't care anymore. Mm-hmm. That's what Friday at this time. It's really every day. It's the fourth quarter of the game and it's not close. We've already lost. Okay, that's it. Hour 4. That's it. When BB Shea comes in here, you know it's Friday during garbage time, and that's the best.
He energizes you, invigorates you.
Oh, yeah, energizes, invigorates. Ain't
He's like a leprechaun.
Yeah. Let me say this to you, BB Shea.
Yes, sir.
I know you're a sports fan. Mm-hmm. We have 2 great sports questions that we've pondered earlier in the week that I wanted your input on. Okay. Now, Biggie says you'll take a dump on this with some sort of, answer that we're not expecting, and we'll all just be like, oh, God, there goes BB Shea again.
BB Shea.
You know how you do.
Yeah, sure.
You know how you do.
It's what he does best.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a golfer. You like golf.
Yes, sir.
You're a fan of the Masters, I assume.
Yes.
Would you rather, this is a great Chris Demm question, and it's been evenly split online, but all of us agreed on one of them. Would you rather play 18 holes at Augusta National at its finest? Let's say, in April, you play Augusta National with any 3 friends you choose. Mm-hmm. You can choose whoever you want, your 3 best friends to go play golf with. Or would you rather go to the champions dinner with all the previous champions, and they have to treat you as an equal, answer your questions, talk golf, talk sports, hang with you for 2.5 hours? Would you rather play the course or be with the champs?
I think I'd rather play the course.
We all said be with the champs, but a lot of people on Facebook said, I don't need those hobnobbing rich guys. I'll just go out and play the course.
Yeah, more of a common person, not like you guys. So
right.
I'm trying to
see.
I'm trying to play the course. I want to know what that feels like.
Now, this is the one. I think Biggie really thinks you'll take a dump on this one. Mm-hmm. This is the next question now. Okay. And I have the top 10. This came out. My friend and I, when we were in the mountains last week, Chris Demm called it Mount Edible. We got into this.
Don't look for it on the map.
No. That's hidden. That's out of the way.
If you think finding a leprechaun is hard.
Oh, my God. You ain't going to find this. If you ain't going to find Mount Edible, you're just not.
It's a secret.
We were deep in thought and conversation. And we were talking about, you may not even know this, in the year 2000, ESPN did something called the Sports Century, and they ranked the top 50 or 100 athletes of the 20th century. All right?
Okay.
So their top 10 here, I'll just run them down. Michael Jordan, Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Wayne Gretzky, Jesse Owens, Jim Thorpe, Willie Mays, Jack Nicklaus, and Babe Didrikson Zaharias. All right?
Big fan.
Yep. Only female on the list. Mm-hmm. She's at number 10.
That's 2 babes, by the way, in the 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're right. My God. We have 1 golfer, but 2 babes. Ain't that something?
Yeah. Okay.
Man, male and female.
Good pickup.
2 babes. You have to knock one of them out here. Now, here's the question.
Yeah.
Now, we're 23 years after this list. Mm-hmm. So my friend and I were deep in conversation about, okay, who do you now put in the top 10 and leave out? I think Tiger Woods has to go into the top 10.
Yes.
I think probably LeBron James has to go into the top 10.
Most definitely.
We were talking about Michael Phelps, may or may not have to go in the top 10. Yep. Serena Williams.
Yeah.
And one of the 3 great male tennis players, either Federer, Djokovic, or Nadal. But that's 5 names, which means you have to remove 5 from the top 10 and knock them out. And I don't know that I can put Tiger ahead of Jack Nicklaus, who is at number 9. But am I going to put both golfers?
No, I would definitely put Tiger over Jack. I think Tiger, as much as I can't stand him, he's the greatest golfer of all time. I don't think you can dispute that.
I think you can because the numbers aren't there.
I mean, yeah, but still, like the impact that he had on golf, I don't think you'll ever see that again. Every week, winning and winning and winning and winning.
But Nicklaus has more wins. I mean, you say that, but he does have more wins.
I just think Tiger had a bigger impact on golf, and I think that makes him better overall.
Well, it may be that he had a bigger impact, but Nicklaus has the numbers.
Had more staying power.
He has had the hardware, and he has more staying power.
He won the Masters at
46. Yeah, that's right. But now Tiger just won it a couple of years ago.
I mean, he's still winning, though. I mean, Tiger's not done. So as much as it pains me, you can't count that dude out. He's like Brady at this point.
You think he's going to win? There's another guy, Brady. We didn't even mention it. Yeah. Now, Brady is a football player. You got to put him in?
Have to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so you're putting
You gonna tell Jim Brown he's out?
Okay, yep. You're knocking out Jim Brown? He was.
At this point, yes.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't know Jim Brown?
He's number 4. He's number 4. You're going to knock him out of the top 10.
I mean, Brady's the undisputed GOAT now, isn't it?
In football.
Yeah.
I agree, but you can knock.
Don't you think the best football player should be on there?
I do, but you can keep 2 football players if you want. It's athletes.
Okay.
You can knock out Babe, Diedrichs, and Zaharias if you want.
That's fine.
All right.
She was, I think, track and golf, right? Wasn't she? I mean, she was a champion, I think, in 2 very different sports.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I can't remember the sports. I think one was track and field, and I think one may have been golf.
Are you gonna knock out? I bet you knock out. How about Jesse Owens? You're gonna knock him out?
That's tough.
Or Jim Thorpe?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. So
Right.
take him out.
Take
He
him
was an
out.
athlete 110 years
He's
ago.
100 years ago, but he was everything. He was track and field. He was everything. Right? Football.
He played everything.
Everything. Every sport. He dominated it.
Are we not going to talk about John Cena?
We're not going to talk about.
No,
that.
we're not talking about John Cena.
16-time WWE champion.
No.
The most winningest wrestler of all time.
No.
He's not going in ahead of Ric Flair.
And
Yeah, but he ain't got the numbers.
Okay.
and Gretzky has to stay too,
Absolutely,
because he's
yes.
the best hockey player ever. But we're talking about Brady, LeBron, Tiger, and you want all these added.
Yes.
What about the tennis players?
No.
No tennis.
No tennis.
Even Serena.
Just Serena. I'm sorry. Yes, Serena. Yes, she'll go in.
You got to take the bottom babe
Yeah,
off.
Take Babe off and put Serena on.
But how can you make a case for Serena being better than Novak Djokovic? She hasn't won as much, and she just hasn't. And she hasn't won as many titles.
I mean, I feel like you kind of have to play the same Tiger situation. She's as dominant as anybody else has been in her sport.
But so's he.
True,
I
but
mean,
I feel like there have been other comparable tennis players
Well, but
to Novak Djokovic. As far as female tennis players, she stands alone.
no, she doesn't. She's not won the most majors. There's someone that Margaret Court has won more majors, and Martina Navratilova is like one behind her, and so is Steffi Graf. Even though she's an amazing presence,
So you're telling me that Steffi Graf would beat Serena Williams one-on-one?
at their prime, in their
Yes,
prime,
yes.
I can't call that. They would be very close. And
I don't think it would be close.
And Martina, you didn't see her play. She was as powerful as Serena. She really was. And I mean, she was that good. And so was Steffi Graf. I mean, they've both won right at like 20 or 22 majors, and Margaret Court has more than any of them.
I feel like Serena would walk the dog on Navratilova.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
I think she'd walk the dog.
What would Navratilova say to that?
Well, I hope it's a rescue dog.
Animal
spay and
proponent.
neuter your
It's
pets.
because you didn't see Navratilova play. I mean, she
scared the hell out of you.
Navratilova was crushing Chris Evert, who is one of the all-time greats herself, and she dominated the 80s as much as Serena dominated the 2000s. I mean, that's really true. And we haven't even talked about the men who also have more majors than Serena.
True.
So
Yeah.
if you put Serena in there, it's hard to keep the others off. It's tough.
Well, and you said it yesterday too, Kelly. What about Jerry Rice?
Right. And he's already in here at like number 20-something, but he may be the best football player of all time. It's just not a quarterback.
True.
You know? And he has the numbers that are well beyond any receiver by far. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough call.
Yeah, I think you can make arguments for a lot of people. I
Well,
really do.
the other ones we thought of were what about Phelps, the swimmer, and Usain Bolt, who is the fastest man ever, ever, and he's come of age in the last.
But there's
20
always
years.
going to be a fastest man alive.
That's right.
That record will almost always fall.
That's true. So
Now he did it consistently over a couple of Olympiads, right?
Yes, and they have. This was back in
Which
2000.
is very impressive.
Back in 2000, they put Carl Lewis at 12, so he probably should be in that.
Remember, he
area.
didn't just sprint; he did
He
long
did other
jump.
things. So you probably put Usain Bolt maybe in the top 20, but not the top 10.
But isn't Phelps the most winningest
Yes.
Olympian of all time?
Yes.
Well, I feel like just off of that, he's got to go in.
I agree. I think he should be there. Although they had Mark Spitz, who at the time was the winningest Olympian, way down, like in the 30s. So, it's all
Subjective.
It's fodder for the mountain, baby.
You need to come. We get some dro. Let's
get
get some
it.
dro and get up on
I know.
Mount
Why wasn't I at
Edible.
Edible Mountain, man? Come on now.
You're not.
you were in spirit.
Everybody was
All
in
right.
spirit.
All right.
You're Irish.
Let's do it. Yeah.
What county are you from?
Something common, man.
Guilford, aren't you? Forsyth.
Born and raised Forsyth.
Forsyth.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
Okay, now do you need any setup for your weekly wrap up?
No setup, man. We got a beat, and so let's do this.
All right,
thing.
well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is sponsored this week.
It is sponsored this week.
I was supposed to mention that.
Yes, by Smokey Shays. Yes.
Smoky Shays for BB Shea.
Yes,
is
and it works out
sponsoring
good,
His
yeah.
weekly wrap up. It's a wrap up of everything we've talked about the entire week in wrap form. Are you ready, sir?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Yo, when the time changed, I put my hands on my clock. And when the time changed, I had my hands on my cock-a-doodle-doo, says the chicken. T-Bone called to say that Tuesday was annual steak and BJ day. It's been a whole week and I ain't heard from Scotty. Hopefully he woke up in a new Bugatti. Rhymes flowing out like an incredible fountain. Kelly spent the weekend on Edible Mountain. He was high as a kite watching MTV. He was dressed to the nines like an NPC. I guess he likes it when things move just a bit slower. Good things he claims to be a grower, not a shower. Let me take a second to give a shout out to Furman. I'm surprised to hear Demm didn't drown himself in bourbon. He says he likes Virginia, but he met his biggest fear. He started digging for that VCU gear. And something happened this weekend, it came to my attention. A little appropriation that I feel the need to mention. A well-loved actor was awarded by the fans cause he wore a fat suit and played a really heavy man. This man, Brendan Fraser, he's such an imposter. Biggie did it first, where the hell is his Oscar? All the more reason, Biggs, to not get in shape. The only person better fitted was the mom from Gilbert Grape. It's all good, Biggs, it was just a disclaimer. We already know you're down one chamber. Dave said it first, I know that it's heinous. McDonald's, will you please bring back this damn Danish? If I hear about it one more time, I might die. It's been gone for 40 years, dude, just eat the apple pie. I know it's not the same, but you and Kelly should be investors and make these poor people show up in polyester. Let me wrap it up, this has to end sadly. From me, BB Shea, have a happy St. Patty's.
There he goes. That's a tremendous rap. That's a tremendous rap today.
That's funny.
That is funny.
The Dave Danish part.
That is really bad. Danish flavor funny.